Cadwyn Clwyd is a rural development company and we're based in Denbighshire and Flintshire, and we've been set up primarily to deliver European funded programmes to support and regenerate local communities in the area. Over the last 6 to 7 years, we've been very successful in levering in around 14 million of rural development plan funding for the area. That's funding that we've secured through a competitive basis, and it's gone directly to help communities in Denbighshire and Flintshire. We're very proud of the work that we've done. We've ensured that the funding has gone directly to the communities, and we've worked on a grassroots level to get projects off the ground. And we've been very proactive in working with communities and also reacting very quickly to what communities want us to help them deliver.
Well, we've worked with the group here in Pwllglas for a number of years. We initially funded the feasibility study to see whether it was viable to open a shop here in Pwllglas, and then from there we went on to fund the building work for the shop.
Cadwyn Clwyd's contribution has been really very important, because not just the financial background but the expertise of the officers, making sure that there's somebody there supporting the community in the way that's been building and how to get things professionally done and to try and get things on board as easy as possible.
From the point of view of Cadwyn, it couldn't have gone better. The group have been so fantastic. Couldn't ask for a better group of volunteers. You know, it's been their baby, and sales are growing week by week, so you couldn't ask for anything more.
Here in Mould, we've supported two major projects, which of course are this Cadwyn Farmers Market, of course, which is on the first and third Saturday here, and of course the Mould Food Festival in September, which now attracts 15,000 people annually. We also support Llangollen Food Festival.
Food is getting bigger, and I think with the Welsh Government's own research into the Mould Food Festival alone, they tell us that up to £800,000 a year is coming into the local economy. Now, what we've tried to push hard on is that we're not just a two-day festival, but that we are making people aware of local food, local producers, which in turn leads to local employment, local economy getting better, if you like, all year round. And without that initial money from Cadwyn Clwyd and the like, it would never have started off.
The Clwyd Food Trail has been fantastic since it was launched back, it must be 12 months ago I think now. It's just been a real focus for people who are interested in food, and for those of us who work in food, to highlight all that's fantastic about food and produce around the Clwyd range. Our customers are so interested to know where we're sourcing things, where it's coming from. People are always asking for recipes. You know, we share quite openly, so that we sort of put recipes up on our website. Yeah, and huge interest, and people really care.
It's basically a grouping of 15 businesses ranging from all kinds of different producers: yoghurt, cheese, eggs, meat, local delicatessens, bakeries, to some hospitality establishments like cafes and pubs. So what we've got them together for is basically to cooperate when it comes to attracting visitors, to cooperate when attempting to supply the local hospitality sector, and basically to present it as a food tourism product.
Pub is the Hub is an initiative created by Prince Charles about 10 years ago now, to help rural pubs and also help save rural services. Cadwyn Clwyd started working with Pub is the Hub back in 2008 in the county of Denbighshire. It was now been introduced to Flintshire due to the success in Denbighshire. As well as providing business support to the Abbey Grange, we've also provided a grant for the play area here in the Abbey Grange.
Cadwyn Clwyd and Pub is the Hub provided us with a grant which enabled us to buy the play equipment that's now on the lawns of the hotel here. And it's been a great benefit to the hotel and to the local community, because the local children in the area and visiting children in the area can use the play equipment here on the Abbey Grange Hotel car park. Without them, obviously the project wouldn't have gone ahead.
We're in the bee garden in Henllan, next to the Institute, and really we're trying to develop and improve the habitats for bees and wildlife in Henllan. There's talk that they're dying out, and we're trying to encourage the local community to take part in planting, for bees.
The bee garden's been an extremely exciting project. People from all over the village have been involved in a number of different ways, from helping to develop the bee gardens and bee borders like this in the churchyard to doing stuff in their own homes.
Cadwyn Clwyd have been amazing. They've supported us all the way, brought the initiative to Henllan, and then helped us through the project. Cadwyn Clwyd have helped with the Church Institute with the loft insulation with sheep's wool, and also with solid wall insulation, double glazing, and also the heating system.
The work that Cadwyn Clwyd have helped with in the village hall has made a huge difference. The village hall is a lot cheaper to run now. It's also warmer during these cold winters that we've been having, which is great. And it means that more groups are using the hall. In fact, the hall now, we've been told, is busy every Saturday and Sunday up until Christmas, I believe.
Well, Thomas Pennant was the literary squire of Downing, and he lived in the 19th century. He wrote in all about 19-20 volumes about his journeys and about natural history and so on. And at one time he was the most eminent of British naturalists between Ray and Darwin.
Well, we supported the Thomas Pennant Society because they had a good tourism initiative to bring more people into the area, increase the footfall and spends, and by doing that we've helped them with waymarkers, websites, and just to generally promote this area in Flintshire.
I see that the English and also the Scots and the Irish, of course, they have got their Bronte country, their Hardy country, their Banks country, and then we started to ask, well, why not start here? We have got this polymath, Thomas Pennant, the literary squire from here, so we are trying to establish this area as the Pennant country.
We were approached by Cadwyn Clwyd last year to put together a project which promotes conservation in churchyards. In North East Wales, we've lost 98% of our herb-rich meadows since the Second World War because of intensification of agriculture. So in churchyards, which historically will have been walled off from neighbouring fields, what you have here is the nearest thing that we have to a natural herb-rich meadow. Already here at St James's, for example, we've found some early purple orchid and some common spotted orchid, which is fantastic because it wouldn't have been allowed to flower last year. There's greater variety of species diversity in the flora, then it follows that there's a greater species diversity in the fauna as well. So there'll be different types of insects in here, different types of birds coming in to hunt those insects. So you're creating the basis of the food chain. A huge part of the project has been about drumming up interest, creating momentum, and I think we're finally getting there, and it's all with the support of Cadwyn Clwyd that we've been able to do that, so it's been wonderful really.
I've always been interested in renewable energy, and through Cadwyn Clwyd they came up with a feasibility study and it all makes sense, so I thought, well, we might as well go for it. I've got 3 turbines on the farm now. Started with one in 2011 and had another 2 up in 2012.
This is a great way to diversify farm income. The wind turbine generates money, which is fantastic for the farm, but it also generates renewable electricity, both for use on the farm and for export to the national grid.
Well, I graduated and I did a master's degree in Bangor University for television and film music, and I went on from there and I wanted to set up my own business in music. hadn't started a business before, so I needed some help and some guidance, and I had very good help from Cadwyn Clwyd to set up the logo for the business, the website, and the instruments to record, such as this beautiful guitar right here. So it definitely has helped me get on my feet and to start the business off.
The bursary aims to help young people between 18 and 30, and also the unemployed over 30 to take that first step really into starting their own business. So we've helped over 100 already in rural Denbighshire and Flintshire.